Getting into videography in 2025 can get so overwhelming. I mean, which camera should I buy? Should I go ahead and save $5,000 and buy a cinema camera? Can I just get along using my phone? Those were basically some of the questions that I asked myself when I was contemplating getting into this hobby. And yeah, the reality is, I think that the process of deciding which camera or equipment to purchase is so overwhelming. There are so many conflicting thoughts as to what is the perfect camera for each specific need. So yeah, in this video I'm gonna go ahead and show you my everyday carry. Hopefully you're able to take some of the things that work for me and make the best decision as to what will be the gear that suits you best. So let's start with the heart of my setup, the Sony A7CII. I chose this camera because it fits perfectly into my life. It's extremely compact for a full frame body, so I can slide it into a small sling bag and still have the image quality of a much bigger camera. When you're just getting into filming and don't want to carry a brick around, that makes a huge difference, believe me. What I love most is how versatile it is. You can shoot crisp photos 1 minute and then you can switch to smooth 4K video without feeling you're using two different tools. The autofocus is another big reason I picked it up. For someone who's usually filming solo, having reliable eye tracking means I can focus the story instead of worrying if I'm actually in focus, and I can move around, hold the camera at arm's length, and it just locks on. And okay, I had to mention the design. I went with the silver accent version, and the subtle retro vibe really makes it stand out. It has this classic retro look that feels stylish without being flashy, and every time I pick it up, it just makes me want to shoot. The lens I keep up on my camera most of the time is the Sony 16-25G lens. I actually picked this lens up when I bought the camera because it keeps the whole setup compact and lightweight, which is huge when you're carrying the camera all day or vlogging on the go. The balance on the A7C II feels just right. You can hold it out at arm's length without feeling like you're lifting weights. At 60mm wide, it's perfect for handheld taking shots or filming in tight spaces like coffee shops or small apartments. You get plenty of the background without having to stretch your arm. And then at 25mm, it tightens up nicely for B-roll, detail shots, or those moments when you just want a slightly more natural perspective. The other lens in my kit is the Sony 24-70G Master II, and honestly, this is the lens that convinced me I could cover almost anything with just two pieces of glass. What drew me first was the flexibility. At 24mm, I can capture cityscapes or environmental shots, zoom to 50mm, and it's perfect for everyday storytelling, family moments, filming my dogs, food, little details. Then you push it all the way to 70mm and you get that compressed cinematic look that makes portraits or street scenes pop. It's like having three primes in one lens. Even with that range, it's surprisingly lightweight for a professional zoom. Sony shaved off a lot of weight compared to the first version, so it balances nicely on the A7C II and doesn't feel front heavy, even after a long shoot. The autofocus is fast and silent, which matters when you're recording videos and don't want the lens motor sneaking into your audio. And then, the sharpness. Corner to corner, it's incredible. Whether I'm filming a quick vlog or taking stills, I can trust that image quality, it's gonna be amazing every time. For me, this lens is the do-it-all option, wide enough for landscapes, tight enough for portraits, and versatile enough that if I could only bring one lens on a trip, this will be it. The last piece of my kit is the Action 5 Pro, and this little camera has surprised me the most. I grab it because there are plenty of days when I don't want to carry a camera or even think about swapping lenses. The Action 5 Pro slips right into a pocket, so it's the camera I can literally take everywhere without planning. It's rugged and waterproof, which means I don't worry about weather or tossing it into a bag with no protection. If I'm out with the dogs, biking, or just heading to the park, it's the perfect grab and go option. The stabilization is rock solid, so even handheld clips or POV shots look smooth. And because it's so small, I can get creative angles low to the ground, on a chest mount, even mounted to my car. Some of my favorite shots have come from this thing, especially the ones that I didn't plan. For me, it's the camera that makes sure I never miss a moment, even when I'm trying to travel light. Okay, so before I wrap up, I want to talk about the accessories that make carrying and setting up all this gear so much easier for me. First is my camera bag of choice, which is the PGY Tech 1 Mo 25 liter. I think I got it for like $60 on a sale on B&H Photo, and it's roomy without feeling bulky, and the modular dividers let me customize the layout depending on the day. I can fit the A7CII, both lenses, the Action 5 Pro, and still have space for snacks or even a light jacket. The side access zipper is clutch for grabbing the camera quickly when I'm on the move. For creative mounting, I use the Ulanzi suction cup mount. It sticks to car windows, hoods, or any smooth surface and gives me driving time lapses and unique angles with the Action 5 Pro that will be tough to capture otherwise. When I need even more flexibility, the Small Rig Magic Arm is my go-to. It clamps onto a desk, a tripod, or a railing and holds the Action 5 Pro, or even my camera. Once you tighten it down, it stays exactly where you put it. And for clean audio, without extra hassle, I rely on the DJI Mic 2 wireless system. These transmitters are tiny, the range is great, and the sound quality is miles ahead of any built-in camera mic. I can clip it to my shirt and forget about it, which keeps my setup simple but professional. These 4 accessories, the bag, the suction cup, the magic arm, and the DJI Mic 2, keep my kit organized, portable, and ready for creative shots without adding much weight or complexity. If you're still here, thanks again for watching my video. I hope this helped. And yeah, comment below. I'd love to hear what you're currently using.